Good morning, everybody. Quite a few rigs have pulled out. Of course, there's still a lot here, but I found out last night that it basically starts today. I think there was like you could pay extra to go yesterday or something. The lady said, or so I don't know. I really wasn't paying that much attention to what she was saying, but uh, I guess the festival starts really today, or the meetup, whatever you want to call it, the gathering. So we are off today to get oil change and brakes done. Flies are horrible today. Yes, last night. Yeah, I killed I don't know how many, and this morning there are still like a dozen in here. Oh gosh, it's horrible. Um, yeah, and whatever filters they can change and everything. Um, then we'll go to the gym, laundry, and figure out the rest of the day. Turns out 2 days were not going to be fun days. That's what sucks about having all this stuff to do. Um, it's all you end up doing when you're working. Think if you have the house too. I mean, I have my house, but mow. I don't have to mow a lawn. I don't know. It's all you do when you have a job is work. For what? At least I'm saving money. If I had a job, this job, and an apartment, I'd be borrowing money. But some bad news yesterday. And this is what travelers aren't this way. People that live in vans are not this way. It's just scums. But two people broke into a house right over here. The guy's daughter was in the house, um, and I'm not exactly sure what they did, but he said they terrorized her for like 3 hours. I don't know what that means, and I probably don't want to know. All right, so I've got directions going through my phone as well, and she was talking in my ear, and I'm like, "Well, are you guys hearing me, or are you hearing her?" So I just wanted to check. Okay, I will. She just told me what to do. But yeah, that's pretty effed up. So he was looking for him last night. Of course, the cops come. What do they do? I I have a feeling that they didn't stick around. He talked to somebody and they said, "Oh yeah, I saw them and they were walking, that way." I was sitting outside. I was working on the fan. I didn't see them. Uh, I mean, if you broke into somebody's house right there, would you just go back to your van? No, I don't think so. I think they were probably taken off, and that was the last hurrah before they left. But man, there's bad people in every group, every society. No matter how rich, poor, what you live in, where you live, what you do, it's just trash everywhere. That's the bad part of life. Smoke has really returned today. Don't know where it's coming from. I guess it's got to be the same fire. I guess the air has just been going a different direction lately, because it is definitely smoky. Wasn't down there, but it. Wow, man, you look out to the. I guess that'd be the south. It really, that must be where it's coming through. All right, we're gonna head to the Midas place. Other people. Oh man, I can't believe those other people. How do they even stay in business? They got like 4 locations around town. I don't know. But we will head to Midas, get our brakes done, oil changed, and anything else we can think of or afford. And then we'll get the rest of the day going. So yeah, unfortunately, bad things happen everywhere to in every group. I'm going away. I've never gone before. That's kind of cool. All right, we will see you guys from the brake shop. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what's going on.
In goes the van.
Well, guys, bad news. Turns out we need a lot of stuff, like $2,000 worth of stuff. It appears what happened by looking at it to me that uh, the pad came off. Three of the sides were still fine, and the other was metal to metal. So it makes sense that probably the material get through a pad. So we have to get a new rotor. I was planning on 2 new rotors. Bad point is, on this vehicle, to change the rotors, you have to change wheel bearings. So now I need 2 new wheel bearings. I got a bad ball joint and bad shocks in the front. So what we're doing today is we're just slapping pads on um, to get me through till I get another paycheck. Because obviously I can't afford $2,000 right now. So we're gonna throw pads on there, and then I will come back next week and get the ball joints and the shocks done. We think we'll get away with a couple 3 weeks with the brake pads. And if it goes metal to metal again, obviously, it's the rotor's already shot. So next week, ball joints. A couple weeks after that, uh, rotors, wheel bearings. Um, I may just have them do 1 wheel bearing and 1 rotor. It's only only one's bad, but they won't guarantee the pads if I don't do both. Guaranteeing a pad, you know what I mean? I don't know about that. So, I mean, to save $500, why do another wheel bearing and rotor, right? So, I don't know. We're gonna think about it over the week, but yeah, bad news for Jellybean. All right, guys. So, good news is that they kind of polished the rotor for me. Um, so we should be okay on the brake pads for a couple weeks. No problem at all. He said it got it really smooth. Uh, it is pulling a little bit to the right now when I hit the brake. Um, is what it is. But so yeah, what we'll probably end up doing then, we'll get the ball joint and that's really pulling to the right now. It never did that before. But that's the side the rotor is screwed up on, so I don't know. I guess it's not as smooth. It would probably have a little more braking force on that side, so that would make sense. A little more friction. Um, yeah, we'll get the ball joint done and the shocks done next week, and then hopefully we can wait 2 more weeks to get another paycheck and get the both new rotors replaced and the wheel bearings. I think I should just go ahead and get the 1 rotor. I don't see why I should do 2. I mean, to warranty the brake pads, they're saying I need to do that. Warranty on a brake pad? I am never, I'm thinking that maybe next week I just tell them, hey, do the wheel bearings and the rotor on the passenger side, redo the pads, um, do the shocks and stuff. I don't really see why I want to do 2 rotors. You know what I mean? So where is Lowe's from here? This is kind of messed up now. I don't know where I am. Huh. All right, I gotta find Lowe's. All right, well, since we were close to Lowe's, I thought I'd see if I couldn't get connectors for the wires for the motor on the vent fan, the lift. I didn't have any luck yet. Well, I found some lifting mechanisms. I don't know if it's the same, same one. That's the problem. So I may order one, and if it comes and it's right, good. And if not, just send it back. You know what I mean? I don't know. But so good thing is we got the oil changed. We're not going to be doing too much damage to the brake pads. Yeah, 1,000. Actually, with the oil change today, it would have been 1,100 and some odd bucks to do the rotors. Another 600 for the ball joint. $100, I think, ish. I don't know, maybe 200 for the shocks. So we're looking like almost $2,000, pretty darn close. Yeah, we got to break that up in a couple different checks. So obviously, I had to get the brakes done. At least something to work. So that's why I just got the pads today. He said he polished the rotors so it's not as rough. It's still not going to be as smooth as a brand new rotor. But we got an appointment next week. So today, when you're watching this video, I'm probably already at the repair place getting my ball joint and shocks done. So let's, I think we'll get a shower. Then we will go to the electrical supply store and see if we can't find the right female connectors for the fan. Like I said, it's not a big deal. I'm going to use it in manual mode anyways. It's just, I like it better. And it's something that's not going to break. Okay, on to the gym. We are close. Might as well do a little vacuuming while I'm here. Okay, we're done with the shower. We're going to take a little ride up the top of this hill. Not going to call it a mountain. Try to get a better view of the outlying areas before we go do laundry and then head back to the camp area. Like I said, I'm pretty sure those idiots who broke into that home, they were probably heading to that festival. And they just did it before they left or something. And I'm not saying they aren't just homeless folk from around the area, but I'm sure they definitely aren't still in that camp area. I mean, I can't believe somebody would be that stupid to break into a house and then stay right there. So I'm not worried about that they're there. So anyways, enough talking about negative stuff. We'll get the car fixed as we can. Like I said, next week will be the ball joint and shocks. But we're going to try to drive to the top of this butte. And somehow, I don't know where I go. We will show you the way up. Well, this isn't a very good day to come up here because, as you can see, you can't. I think this would be a great view on a clear day, but we've got absolutely no clear. All the smoke in the air. So yeah, really couldn't get to see anything today. I'll have to come up here again. The view this way really would have to be spectacular. There's some really nice mountains over there. Oh, look, there's a golf course over there. Yeah, I went on the back side of that today, which I'd never been on. Huh. All right, well, let's go do laundry. All right, guys. Well, I found a good pizza joint anyways. Thin crust. The crust is very interesting. It's very doughy, kind of, but it seems fully cooked. It's good. Underneath the pizza is extremely thin, nice and crispy. So I'm gonna sit here, got the laundry in the washer right now. I'm gonna do 30 minutes to do that. Then we're gonna throw it in dryer, and that's 24 more minutes. We got an hour here, then to the grocery store. So, bon appetits. It's like $6 a slice, though. It's pretty big, but still. Okay, chores are done. I've spared you the laundry scenes today because the phone was charging. I ran the diesel heater for quite a while last night. It was like 1 o'clock. I woke up, and turned it on, and I ran it till 8:30. It's like 7.5 hours or 7 hours, something like that. Half a gallon of diesel. So yeah, that 24-hour thing ain't gonna happen. It really pisses me off now with all this auto repair. I'm gonna be behind on my electric system and all that stuff. I can't afford to do the electric system now. Not for a while, anyways, which sucks. So I want to get rid of this Blue Eddy. There's a guy who says he's interested. Um, if he bought it, $800, boom, I could have the 2 batteries and a battery charger here, in a few days. That's all I would. That's all. Well, I need the inverter as well. Yeah. All right, we're heading back to camp. It's amazing at the laundromat, man. I swear, it's van life central. Everybody there lives in a vehicle. It's funny. And it's everything. It's from, I saw a girl living and a guy and a dog living in a Ford Focus. I saw a girl living in kind of like a Subaru. I'm not sure. I think it was a Subaru. Vans like mine, Ram Pro Masters, things like that. The dolphin looking things, truck campers. I mean, everything. A little bit of everything is there today. It's funny. But that was all right day. I'm glad we're able to slap the pads on for now. See, I couldn't spend that kind of money today. And I think when we go to do the rotors, I'm just telling them I just want one. because like I said, you have to take the wheel bearing out and everything. You have to replace the rotor on my van. You have to replace the wheel bearing and all this other shit. Excuse my language. That's $500 a wheel. Yeah, no, we ain't doing both sides. The other rotor is 100% fine. They say, oh, we can't warranty the brake pads if we don't do both rotors. Warranting a set of brake pads. Uh, putting brake pads on there today for me, obviously they're very expensive. It's the labor. It was like $150. Then the oil change was $50. It was $200 today to get out of there. But I mean, if you charge me $150 to do a set of brake pads, for $500, I can get them done 3 times. That's, I think, well beyond a $500 wheel bearing. It'd be nice to have 2 new wheel bearings. It's the only reason I'm considering it. Now, 2 front new wheel bearings. That was one of the things on the Sorrento that went out right before I left. And if those go, it's messed up. That's the only reason I'm considering doing both. This thing's got 170,000 miles on it. I probably will end up doing both. All right, well, we're heading back to camp. We'll see you when we get there. All right, so we're back at camp today. And as you can see, almost everybody pulled out. Those guys came in last night. She just got here. That guy lives here. They've been here, I don't know how long. But yeah, this place, I mean, there's what, like 6 actual like vans, 7 maybe total out here right now. You know, in mine. Yeah. Yeah. Last night after I stopped filming, you know, like those guys came right in there, came in, and several others came in. But that's what I figured. Everybody was heading to that, heading out to that festival. All right. Let's see what else we can find to do. Well, it's official. My clippers have died. It's the head. The head's worn. So now when the little thing oscillates to make the 2 blades, you know, do this, they just do this. The whole thing is just shaky. I think I got enough. If I held it just right, I could get the blades to oscillate back and forth between each other. So I think I was able to get the head done one last time. So I think we'll look at Amazon because I'm sick of buying the Walmart brand that just keep breaking, or you know, they're crud. Yeah, see if I can't get a little better pair. I mean that set there is like $28 at Walmart, $30, something like that. I bought multiple sets of them. I mean, probably been a year on this set, maybe longer. So you know what the heck, can't complain. No, I didn't buy those that long ago. I bought those when I was on the road. I don't remember when, but so it hasn't been that long, but it's been a while. I got $30 out of them, but as soon as I wrap this video up, I'll get on Amazon, see what I can find. But here's what it is on the van, you know. I mean, gotta fix it. Really like to get under there and feel how smooth that rotor is after they ground it down some. Yeah, I'll do that real quick and I'll let you know. Well, the picture the picture doesn't really look how it feels. You can definitely see rings on there. I mean, you can feel them, but it actually doesn't feel that bad. Um, those pads on that should run for a while, anyways. I'm not worried about having to get out there and change those rotors in 3 weeks. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna keep an eye, obviously, on it, but we might save up a little more before we start doing that kind of project. But we will go get the lower ball joint that's bad and the shocks replaced next Thursday. Um, Probably could have had them done that today, but that would have just too much money coming out when I don't have that much. So hey, like I said, we'll get it fixed. The oil change and brakes, brakes for the big, thing. The air filter was fine. They say all my fluids need changing. I get worried when they start changing fluids though. I'll probably have them done, but I had issues. But the last place that worked on my car, like they broke more than they fixed. They broke something to say hey, this was the problem. Like I had a wheel bearing that went bad, and it was fine when it went in there. It was the drive shaft that was bad. They did something to it, and next thing you know, I drove it out of there. I couldn't even drive it. The place was right behind where I was staying. I drove it right back into my driveway, and it didn't move until they had the part. That's how bad it was. Then they fixed that, and the exact same problem was still going on. It was the drive shaft. Um, but I mean, I would like to have all like the tranny, drained and filled, the differentials, all that, just because it's good to do, especially after 170,000 miles on this thing. I know the guy who had it before. I thought he took care of it. I don't know. Seems kind of odd that I have, I had to put tires on it a couple days after I bought it. I understand that it was sitting there. Um, you know, I understand if the brake pad came apart because the other three sides of the two rotors are perfectly fine, and there was still a good set of pad on there on each side. I think it was just the material came off, the shoe or whatever you call it, because these brakes were working perfectly up until then. And like I said, it was like I heard it like one little noise, and then it didn't do it, and then like 2 days later, it was doing it. So maybe that was the first, like it started to go. I don't know. It is what it is now. I talked to them about putting another leaf in back. They had really no idea, and they were telling me there's some kit you could buy to do this and that, and I'm thinking, no, not what I'm thinking about doing. I just want to get a stronger leaf spring in the back. I'm not trying to do no lift or anything. So try to find a suspension shop down the road a little bit. Like I said, I don't think we're overloaded, but wouldn't hurt to be a little, a little beefier back there because we do have some weight in here. But guys, I think that's it today. The van will keep running. I would also like to. I would like to see if I couldn't get a bigger tire on these. I don't know if we could go bigger, but maybe a little wider, maybe a little more, a little better lug on it for dirt and rock stuff. I don't know. We'll see throughout how the winter goes what these do. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end the video here today. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, as it helps the channel. And another day in life, Jellybean. But we got some stuff accomplished in the 2 days off. We got our certification applied for and paid and reimbursed. We at least have the van, so it's not going to do any more damage until we can get a little more money and get the things fixed. But you know, they're talking about the shocks completely gone. When I go over a bump, there's a really big bump in a road I go over, and I mean I go over it slow, but the front doesn't take it bad. I mean, even if the first time I hit it, I didn't really realize it was there. So the back really went crazy, but the front didn't go that bad. So I don't know. We got that big coil spring in there as well. So all right, guys. You guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors.